Hi, I'm Louise Fletcher and I help artists to find their own creative voice. Do you ever find that you want to get a certain colour and yet you just can't? You are like, you try everything and it just won't come. And in this video, I want to share with you why that happens. And I want to share with you the reason why you never need to buy another tube of pre-mixed paint. Ugh. You can make any colour that you want out of the primaries as long as you have the right ones. To demonstrate this, I'm going to play with the colour pink. So let's go have a look. So this is one of my colour mixing sketchbooks. I don't always use a sketchbook for colour mixing. Sometimes I use swatches, which are just scraps of paper. Sometimes I use a big sheet of paper. Today I'm going to use this book. I'm getting a random red. There's an Art to Life paint from America. It's red light. I'm going to need lots of white, so I'll put quite a bit out. So if you've got this red and you want to get like a Barbie pink and you mix up lots of white in it, you might be disappointed because it's a lovely pink. But it's peachy pink, isn't it? It's not like that really kind of harsh pink. And you put more red in it, but it's veering towards red. So it's nice, but that might not be the pink you had in mind. Let's try this red deep. I really don't know what's going to happen here, by the way. I've got some idea based on looking at that. It's going to make a very different kind of pink. So let's have a look. This red, which is red deep, is making a very different pink. And it's making a kind of muddy pink. Put that one down. You see how much cooler it is? This is a cooler red. This red is going more towards the cool colours on the colour wheel. If I put a lot more white in, it's this, so it's really different. Now that is definitely not Barbie pink. So now, if you're mixing up your colours and these are the only two reds that you've got in your house, you cannot mix up the pink that you want. So in frustration, you might go buy a tube of pink. But once you have enough variety in your reds, you can find what you want. So we're going to try a different one. This is crimson. This is System 3 crimson. Again, I don't know much about this one, but let's see what happens. So that is already feeling, to me, much cooler than this, which is going to give me a sharper pink. See? Much more towards the Barbie pink end of the spectrum because it's cooler. Now, if what I've discovered is I get closer to Barbie pink when I use a cool red, I'm going to try this one, which I can already see. This is magenta, which is heading towards a purpley colour. Now look at the difference. That's not really red. It's already kind of a pinky red. So it's already a dark pink in itself. Now, if I put this in, the white in, now I'm getting to what I think of as Barbie pink. And there's a lighter version of it. So we've got a variety of pinks using these different colours. Let's try using this red medium. So to me, this is more of a light red than it is a pink. Make a darker one there. And then we can make it lighter over here. It's just not the kind of pink I was aiming for. But now, how can you, let's say all of these are just too bright for you. So you've tried all your pinks, you've tried all the reds that you've got, and you think it's just too much. One of the ways that you can desaturate a colour, which is to make it a bit less bright, is to add its complement on the colour wheel. Another way is to add black. And you really have to be sparing with this. You want the tiniest little amount. So I'm going to put it first in this one. I put too much in there. But I can add a lot more red. So now we get a pink, but it's a bit greyed down. Do you see? Not quite as vibrant. You don't stop there. You then say, well, how many different pinks can I get from that? If I add more white, I can then bring it back and do this. So let's try some black in the other pinks. This is going to be really kind of grungy because this was the dull pink anyway. And now it's got a bit of black in it. You see, it's much more of a browny pink, and that might be what you don't want, or it might be what you're going for. And so this is all based on what you want to get. Put a little bit of black in this medium red. And you think, well, if I put black in it, I'm really darkening it. You are, but of course then you can come in, add a ton of white and make that much lighter, but you've still toned it down from what it was. And we could tone that down further by adding some more black. And now we've got a completely different pink again. So it just keeps going. So let's try toning down this one. So see how we're just getting such a variety of pinks. If you go to the paint shop, you're going to buy that pink, and then that's what you've got. Yes, you can add some black and white to it, but you're going to go on that spectrum of black and white here, and you're not going to get any of this variety. And this is really important in my painting process, because I tend to be working with one hero colour, like one main colour. And so I've got to find the varieties of that colour. Now, the last thing I would do when I'm playing around like this to see how many colours I can get is I would start mixing the reds together. Why don't we just have a party here and see what that makes. Different again. And then put some white in it. And then add a bit of whatever red's left. And I'll just go on until I've at least filled up my page. Now, if you're doing this just to play around and experiment with mixing pinks, this is all you need to do. If you wanted to track what you've done, I don't do that because I know, I'm experienced enough now to know how to get these colours, but you might not be. And so you might want to write under them which red it was and whether you added any black. You know you've added some white, but did you add any black? That way you can come back to this, and if you want to get this shade of pink, you know how to get it. But I just like to play like this to build up the experience, to know what can be done, and I don't need to have it documented, but that just comes with experience. If you want, you can make notes and document. And on some of these pages, I have done that. This was lemon yellow, cerulean blue, black and white. So I know if I want to get any of those, that's what I need. This was cad yellow, Mars black and white. So I hope that helps you to see what you can do with pinks. It's just the beginning, because of course we could have got a gazillion varieties within that. We could have filled up pages and pages, slightly lighter, slightly darker, slightly more black, slightly less black. We could have just gone on and on, but you can see the variety. And the main thing is, I hope you can see why. If you want Barbie pink and the only red you have is this, it won't work, because that's going to give you these colours here, and that isn't what you wanted. If you've only got this, you're going to get these peachy pinks, and that's not what you wanted. So you have to have the right colours in order to mix some of the colours you want. So I hope this video's inspired you to just go do some colour mixing, and you don't have to be doing pinks, do whatever you want. I'll be doing some more colours in future videos, but for now, that's it from me. Have a great time colour mixing, and I'll see you again.